Okay, we're going to take a look at FTL today, so let's go ahead and get started here. It's a pretty complicated game, but I'll try to go through it as quickly as possible. Let's see. This is our ship. There are different ships we can pick as you unlock them, but for right now, let's just go ahead and go with the default ship. Of course, we got to give it a cool name, right? And let's see. We got to customize our crew here. So who do we have for our pilot, of course? And then who do we have for our shields? We need somebody to maintain our shields, like an engineer or something, so let's make that Jordy. And then we need somebody on weapons, so for weapons I think we're going to have to go with, whoops, Ripley. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here on normal difficulty. Easy is not any easier. Okay, so this is our ship. Let's put Ripley in the weapons room, and let's put Jordy in the shields room. Now when people are in these rooms, they perform better, like the shields will recharge faster, the weapons will recharge faster, and if we get somebody for our engine room, then we will get an increased evade chance. Our pilot's gonna have to sit up here the whole time. If he leaves, our evade chance goes to 0, you know, because there's no pilot. This is how much surplus energy we have. This is how much energy we have going to shields, engines, oxygen, medical bay, and weapons. So let's load up our weapons, get them operational, and we'll turn off our medical bay because nobody's wounded, and put that extra power into our engines, and that's going to give us a little bit more evade chance. Alright, you got all that? Good, let's go. So, we use our FTL drive to move to different planets or stars, whatever, and something might happen when we get to one of those. You know, a fight or some other kind of event. This particular place is a store. Everything's always randomly generated, so you never know what's going to happen. We don't have any money, so there's no point in going to the store. Let's go this way. Okay, there's going to be a fight here, and they're immediately trying to retreat, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because they look pretty well stocked. They got a combat drone's going to be attacking us, and they got 2 lasers here. Let's start charging up our weapons and hope that we can do something. Our shield will come in and out as this guy shoots at it. Here come these lasers. Oh man, that hit us. That just destroyed our engines. As you can see, there's even a hull breach, and our evade has gone to 0, so we can't dodge anything anymore. Oh, by the way, to pause the game you press spacebar, and you will be pressing spacebar quite a bit, because this game is too fast-paced not to. So, our Artemis missile will cut through any shields and directly smash into whatever we point it at. So, let's take his weapons offline, because those are really a problem. And our burst laser will be absorbed by 1 shield, which he has, but this burst laser fires 3 shots, you know, in a burst. So 2 of them should be able to get through, and let's target his drone control, because that guy's going to be very annoying. Alright, unpause. Okay, so did you see what happened there? Our missile hit and destroyed his weapons, so those have retreated inside of his ship. His drone controller is damaged but not destroyed. Where's his drone? There it is. It's turned off, it's not lit up anymore, so it is not operational. However, we should take our Jordy and get in there and fix our engines and hull breach. His weapons are charging up again, because we need to be able to start dodging things again. And he's going to be repairing as well. Okay, we got our Artemis missile back online, and we got our burst laser. I'm not going to use our missile launcher because we have a finite number of missiles, but I am going to target his shield generator. Now he's got his shield up again, but we're going to fire 3 shots. So those go in there. It took his shields off, which would be good for the next round. Oh, he got his weapons back up. At least one of them. See what's going on over here. Still working on fixing the engine. There's no oxygen in this room because of the hull breach, so let's open that up so our guy doesn't die. Careful, Jordy. So we've opened up all the doors to disperse oxygen throughout the ship. Our weapons are charged up, so let's use our burst laser on his weapons. Remember, he has no shield, so all 3 of them should hit. Okay, so we destroyed his weapons, but he got 1 shot off, but it was okay because we had a shield, nothing was damaged, and our burst laser is ready to go again. So let's Doesn't matter at this point, he doesn't have enough health. One shot will kill him. Okay, so from that fight we get 1 extra fuel, which lets us do a FTL jump, 1 missile, which is good because I think we used 1 missile in that fight, and 16 scrap, which is the universal currency. So we can see our fuel supply here, missile supply here, and drone parts, which we don't have use for, and this is our scrap. So let's close all close all the doors, not open everything into the depths of space. Jordy, you need to get to the medical bay. We're going to depower our engine, power up our medical bay, and he's going to get healed in there. That's good. And he can go back to the shield room afterwards and make sure our shields stay up as long as possible. Okay, let's jump to this place here. How exciting. Okay, so there's nothing in there. There's a lot of text that pops up in this game. That's very rarely worth reading. Okay, so this guy is stranded. He wants... right, there's a single ship with this beacon. They hail you. Really use some help. FTL navigation is shot. Can you help get to a nearby station? Okay. Oh, okay. So he gave us 1 fuel if we help him get to this quest beacon. He's not going to do anything. It doesn't really matter if we go there or not. This is the rebel fleet. They're chasing after us, and they're going to try to catch us before we get to the exit. If they catch us, that's very bad. So we need to get a move on and get to where we need to go. If we go through this nebula, that slows them down a little bit. They only advance whenever we move using our FTL drive. So the length of a battle doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and hide in here. Okay. The music in this game is outstanding, by the way. So, because we're in a nebula, our sensors don't work, and that's why we can't see what's going on in any of the rooms that don't have any crewmen in it. He just fired a missile and a laser at us. They target our engine again, but we've got our weapons charged up. Do we need a missile? I don't think so. Let's just go straight for his weapon system with our burst laser. We were able to take down his shield, take down his missile launcher, and take down his laser, all with 1 barrage. And next, let's target his piloting. This is a drone ship, so I don't think it really repairs itself. But without piloting, he can't dodge, so we're definitely going to hit with our burst laser here. Take down his shield. Doesn't really matter what we fire at. He's only got 2 bars of health, no shield, and no ability to dodge, so our burst laser should finish him off quite handily. Okay, 2 missiles, 1 drone part, 14 scrap. That's pretty good. We do need to fix our engine, though. He got us with that missile, so it shouldn't take very long to fix. You can see its progress down here. And once that's completed, we will go ahead and jump to our next location. So you can see the rebel fleet is here. On next jump they'll be here. Do we have enough time, do you think? Yeah, I think we've got enough time. So we can go to this quest marker. I don't know what's going to be there, but check it out. So you jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Do you want to manually search some wreckage that you found for survivors and equipment, or avoid the risk and jump away? These are these little things that pop up, and it's completely random if you are gonna get something good or something bad happening to you. I try to avoid them. They're just sometimes not worth it. So our quest is here. Alright, so the ship that we escorted turned out to be a store, and now it wants to sell us stuff. So if we want, we can buy things. We don't really have any money, so we won't be buying anything. It's kind of a waste of time, but that's okay. We can move over here. Just trying to explore stuff anyway. So this ship is just laying there and wait. If we want, we can attack it. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack it. Now, let's pause the game here. Our burst laser's been turned off for some reason, and our shields have been turned off for some reason, so let's turn that stuff back on. And take a look at this ship. It's got an ion blaster, which only damages shields, and a laser, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's target its weapon system. I don't think they'll be able to harm us very much, so I'm not too worried. Here comes the ion blast on our shields. Okay. We got out. Oh. They damaged our oxygen room. So we need to get that back online before everyone dies of no oxygen. So let's target his weapons again. That will take away his ability to do any more damage to us. And now let's target his shields so that we can destroy the ship a little bit easier. He's got some pretty good evade, so I'm going to target his piloting. If we take that offline, then he will be unable to dodge anything. So he's now completely unable to dodge. He's only got one shield, and we fire 3 bullets, or 3 laser blasts, so that should definitely destroy him. Awesome. 14 scrap, plus we investigate the station he was protecting, and inside there we find 10 scrap and a new weapon, Ion Blast Mark II. Now that's interesting. So let's take a look at our ship. We can upgrade our shields, our engines, oxygen, weapons, or medical bay. We can give ourselves more power, upgrade our piloting, our sensors, and our doors. Don't have very much money, but let's look at this new equipment we got. Ion Blast Mark II. Required power 3, charge time 4 seconds. Wow, that's really good. I'll charge it really fast. I would like to use it, but required power is 3. So we would A, need to buy 3 weapons powers. You see that's 35 for one level, 50 for the next level, and 75 for the next. And then we would need to buy 3 power bars at 20 scrap units each. So that's kind of out of our price range at the moment. But what I will do is upgrade our door system, because it's only 20 scrap, and now that our doors are a little bit bigger, they will block fires that appear on our ship, and they will block enemy crew that tries to board. We can get to the exit, but we're pretty far ahead of the rebel fleet, and I like to explore around on these earlier levels to get as much money and other supplies as powerful as possible, so we can get more powerful. So let's attack this automated ship that's defending a station. He's got quite a few weapons up there, so let's target his weapon system first. Now if you notice, he doesn't have any shields at all, so destroying his weapons won't be an issue. He's got a burst laser, an ion blast, and a missile launcher. Hopefully we can evade that missile. Nope. It went right into our oxygen room, so let's go ahead and fix that with our Engineer of Geordie. And let's target his weapon systems again. Only thing left is an ion blast, which doesn't do any damage. Only takes out shields, which is fine. And these last 3 shots, if all 3 of them hit, will destroy the ship. Okay, that was easy. Geordie, get back to the shield room. So we got 8 scrap out of that. Still a long way from purchasing anything. So there's some distress beacons up here. Oh, because we are at that station, it kind of tells us what's happening with the map. So you see here, these guys are coming in quick, but I think if we go here, we'll be okay. Okay, so there's a ship that's trapped between some rocks, so we can try to dislodge the ship by shooting at it, or we can just destroy the ship, because they're pirates anyway. Let's do that. Man. So the guy got out, and now he's gonna attack us. Alright, so he's got a couple of lasers here. I'm not too worried, but let's fire our Artemis missile at his weapon system. And our burst laser at his shield system. Alright, well, our burst laser completely missed. Whoa, he's got a fire on board, damaging his weapon system some more. So he's got no weapons right now, so we don't need to waste any more missiles fighting him. We can just tear him apart with our lasers. So let's target his shields and get those offline. And then once those are offline, I think we'll target his engines so that he won't be able to evade so much. Although 3 more shots will destroy him, so hopefully these next 3 land. And indeed they do, and that's the end to him. So we get 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 17 scrap. So that was a good fight. We took no damage, got a bunch of money for it. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Exit this sector and move on to Sector 2. So there is a ship guarding a storage cache, so let's attack it. Now it's got a cloaking device, which is quite annoying because our weapons cannot lock on or charge while he's cloaked. But his weapons do charge up, so it gives him an advantage. And he just teleported a bomb onto our ship, which damaged our weapons, which is no good because now we can't use our burst laser until that's fixed. So let's target our Artemis missile launcher at his weapon system because I don't want him to teleport any more bombs onto our ship. Let's get Jordy into the weapons room to start aiding in the repairs because we can't just sit here forever waiting for this to charge up again. Okay. So, our weapons will start charging now that his cloak is off. And let's target his cloak because that's kind of annoying. I'm not going to use any more missiles on this fight. He's got not very much health left. His cloak is offline. His weapons are offline. I mean, he can't really do much at this point. So, no point in using missiles. Oh, his weapon came back. Oh, I can't believe that we missed. 2 more shots will take him out. So, oh. There we go. So we get 15 scrap for that, and from the station, 4 fuel, 2 missiles, and 8 more scrap. So now we're up to 92. You know what we should do is upgrade our shields. That's going to cost 20 and 30. Shields have to be upgraded in pairs, so that price is a little bit misleading. And then we also need to upgrade our power to handle that. So 2 more power bars there. Now you see our shield, extra power, put that power into the shields. Now we have 2 layers of shields, so we can withstand 2 laser blasts. And we will go to the next sector. Now, we're here, we gotta get to there. So we can go through this hostile rock-controlled sector, or we can go through this green civilian sector. You know, kind of depends on which path you want to take in the future. But let's go to the civilian sector. A little bit easier to deal with than the rock ships. Okay, so we're here, and we're going to jump. We can go to the store, but now we only have 2 scraps since we just upgraded our ship. Instead, let's go up this way. I don't really like fighting through those nebulas, that purple area, but it looks like we're gonna have to. So we could sell 2 fuel for 2 drone parts. It's gonna reject that offer because we don't have any drones, so that's completely useless to us. We got some time before the rebel fleet shows up, so let's explore a little bit. Well, found nothing there, so that was just a waste of fuel. And get into this nebula. Okay. So there's a scout ship. It has no shield, so let's target its weapons right away. It looks like Ripley's a little bit hurt. I don't know why. We'll get her to the med bay after this fight. Oh. Okay, our shields just took a missile, and there's a fire that is broken out. Jordy's working on extinguishing that, but he's gonna get hurt in the process. And then he's gotta get the shields back online after he takes out that fire. Alright, so their weapons are offline. Let's target their... well, anything will destroy him in 2 hits. That should do it. Okay, so let's turn off... Okay, so we got 1 fuel, 1 missile, 11 scrap. Let's lower our engines a little bit and turn on our medical bay. And let's put Ripley in the medical bay and Jordy in the medical bay. And then once Ripley gets back to full health, she can go fix the shields. Once Jordy gets back to full health, he can go fix the shields, turn off our med bay, power up our engine again, and Ripley can go back to the weapons room. Shield's gonna be fully powered again. Okay, everything's back to perfect. Now over here, we're going to encounter, ooh, kind of a scary looking ship, the Mantis. He's got a teleporter. I hope he doesn't use it. He just used a teleporter. Alright, so we've just been boarded by space aliens. Let's use our Artemis missile on his weapons, and our burst laser also on his weapons, because I don't like these teleporting bombs he's got. Okay, so down there, you can't see it because we don't have sensors, but there are a couple of mantis trying to get in. So let's open up these doors. You know, there are a couple of aliens in here, and they're trying to get in, so we just open up those doors to expose them to the vacuum of space, where they're going to take damage. We can hopefully soften them up a little bit, but I think they just got through. So let's close our doors, and send Jordy and Ripley in there to fight them. Hopefully there aren't very many of them. Looks like our weapons did some damage to their weapons, so we can focus on the fight in here instead. Okay, there's only one of them, and he's already mostly dead from the from the taking away his oxygen, which is good. Let's use our burst laser on his weapon system again, and on his weapon system again. That mantis teleported away because he got low on health, so that wasn't too bad of a fight. I thought it was almost over, but he got his weapon system back online, and we seem to be having some trouble actually hitting the ship. Yeah, he's got his bomb on there and everything. Uh-oh. Okay, we got lucky that that teleporting bomb missed, and I can't believe he's still got some health. Okay, that's destroyed it. So we got 3 fuel, 1 drone part, 18 scrap. Again, we need to power up our med bay because these two got injured in that fight. I guess just Jordy. Wait a minute. Ripley, you're on weapons. Jordy, you're on shields. It's important to keep them in the same rooms because, as you can see, Jordy is good at shields and Ripley is good at weapons. And once they've been there for a long time, they get levels up. They get leveled up and they get more proficient at their jobs. Okay, so this storm is no good because it is using up all of our power. So we're going to have to turn off our shields so we can turn on oxygen. And geez, we might have to go completely without shields. You know, otherwise we can't evade at all, and we won't have enough for our weapons. Powered up our engines, oxygen, and some weapons. So, no shields. And we are going to fire our missile at his weapons because we can't have him shooting at us when we don't have any shields, because he'll hurt us quite a bit. So let's fire at his weapons again. Okay, we've taken them offline. Now we're going to aim for his shield generator. And, oh, his weapons are back. And he's got a beam. That beam will hurt us quite a bit. That beam will just go through a couple rooms. Maybe 3. So hopefully we can fire before that's charged up. Nope. We took some damage there, but not so bad. We will target the shields again. Okay, so he's offering to surrender. He's going to give us 4 fuel, 1 drone part, 23 scrap, and an FTL recharge booster. You know what, we'll take that. Not sure what the FTL recharge booster is going to do for us. The ship's FTL drive powers up 25% faster. I don't care about that at all, but it's good to have because we can sell it if we come across a store, which we did. Do we have enough time to get to the store? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we can buy some additional crew if we'd like. This is a Rockman. They're powerful but slow. Got a lot of health points. This is an NG. He's able to repair things really fast, but he's a weak fighter. And this is a Zoltan, and they provide power to whatever room they're in. It's kind of weird, but you don't need to buy power for that thing you're in. So we can buy drone control. We don't really have very much money. We can fix up our ship, and we can sell this FTL recharge booster for 25 scrap, so we're up to 69, and we could sell this ion blast for 40. I'm tempted to sell it because it's going to be doubtful we're going to have enough money to put into our ship to actually get that thing operational. So let's power up our shields. And our engine. That's what we should do. We should upgrade our engine. Well, maybe I should have only upgraded it once instead of twice. Because we need power to go into it for it to be helpful. So I would kind of like to not backtrack to empty areas, but in this case I don't think we have a choice. So let's jump up to our exit. Okay, so one more fight. We can trade 2 missiles for 3 drone parts. Nope, not worth it. So, should have just left. Waste of fuel. Alright, so next sector. Mantis homeworlds. I don't want to fight the Mantis. Let's go to the Zoltan homeworlds. The Mantis are the ones that teleport on your ship and attack you. So, not interested in that because we don't have a very big crew. Let's go up to this nebula. When you go into the nebulas, it's a little bit more difficult of a fight, but oh man, that guy's got 2 missile launchers and an ion blast. Ion blast doesn't scare me, but 2 missile launchers are going to tear us up. It'd be nice if our FTL could charge faster. If only we had something to help enable that. I would probably just run away. Ow. Okay. In this fight, shields are going to be useless, so I'm going to put our shield guy into our engine room. That's going to increase our evade chance by 5%, and what that's going to do is, hopefully, well, our evade chance just went down to 0 because our piloting's been damaged. And with him cloaked, he can still fire. Oh man. We just took a ton of damage right there. Do have his weapons offline though. Let's target that cloak drive. I think we're okay. We lost a lot of health though. Didn't quite destroy him, so let's try to hit him with one more laser blast. That will be the end of him. Got our piloting fixed up again. Okay, so get Jordy back to our shields. 27 scrap. Not bad. We took a lot of damage. If we find another store, we're definitely gonna have to stop for repairs. Okay, enemy ship. Oh, he's got teleporting bombs, he's got a missile launcher, and he's got a big laser. Man, it's gonna be a tough fight too. Target his weapons with our missile launcher and with our lasers because I don't want him to shoot all that stuff at us. Okay, our sensors are down, our shields are down. I don't really care about sensors at the moment. His weapons... You know what, let's just fire our burst laser to conserve a missile. Okay, that was good. I don't know if you saw right there, but a split second before our lasers hit, a fire inside of his weapons room damaged them more. So he's got a fire going on in there. So his crew is probably trying to extinguish that frantically, and that's going to keep his weapons offline for a long time. You can actually upgrade your sensors enough that you can see the enemy ship, the internals of it, and you can see their crew walking around and stuff. It's pretty cool. Accept their surrender? Yeah, let's just do that. Just get this fight over with. Let's fix our sensors. He's probably going to explode due to fire damage. Looked like his shield room was on fire too. Our pilot took a missile to the face, so let's get him in the med bay. And let's get Jordy back to shields. Let's get Wash back to piloting. Let's turn off our med bay and let's see if we can upgrade our power. So now we can upgrade our engines. So now we have a 25% evade instead of only 15%. It would have been nice to have that earlier. And of course there's now a store and I just spent all of our money. So I don't know if we'll be able to fix very much of our ship. We got back to green, that's good. These are some good items here. Shield charge booster would be good too. I don't have enough money even if I were to sell our ion blast because I spent it all fixing our ship. That's the thing about this game is you need to be wary of resource management. And wait a second. Is there no way to get there? Oh, that's not good. We might get caught by the rebel fleet. I thought this path would connect, but it's not looking like it does. And we just got boarded by 4 Zoltans. They're weak fighters, but I'd rather not fight them at all. 4 of them is still a lot. So let's open up all of this to the cold vacuum of space. His ship is over there, and they got that Zoltan energy shield. He's got 2 shield units as well. So they will be hurt. They will be hurt from lack of oxygen. And Jordy, go help Ripley. Man, they're going to be fighting in there, and that's not going to be good. Okay, so fire our burst laser and our Artemis missile. We got to crack this green shield before we can start getting into his normal shield. How? We got a beam. We got one of them teleported out. I need to keep our weapon system online, so you guys need to stay there and fight. Okay, let's target their weapons with everything we've got. Keep the weapon system online, guys. Alright, good. Now let's close all of our doors. Give it our oxygen a chance to regenerate. Fire a burst laser in at his weapon system. And we're gonna have to target his shields, because if he's got 2 units of shield and we fire 3 shots, it's gonna take us forever to whittle him down. Okay, so we took out one of his shield units. Our shields have been ionized, but those will be fixed. Okay, now his shield is gone. Put this offline. We should be... Oh, it's coming back. The weapons are coming back too. Okay, his shields are down. That beam can't hurt us as long as we have shields. And this ion thing will only take away... Well, it missed entirely, so... Looks like we're all set. Oh, okay. 1 fuel, 1 missile, 25 scrap. Now go fix... Jeez, you guys go get healed up in here. Send Wash back to fix the engine while you guys heal up. It's a long walk. Alright. So let's put Ripley back in the weapons. Let's put Jordy back on the shields. And let's get Wash, as soon as he finishes up there, back to piloting the ship. Turn off the med bay, turn on the engines. Don't have very much money. That battle was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Well, another low power fight. So we can just leave him alone. I don't know what that means. So let's move over here. Another fight. Okay, so everything got turned off while we were in that nebula. So let's turn everything back on. And he's got a drone? What drone? Hopefully not a boarding drone. Let's use our Artemis missile on his shields, because he's got 2 shield bars. Uh-oh, it's a boarding drone. Alright guys, get in there and fight that robot. So he sends over like this Terminator thing, and it's gonna be trying to destroy our oxygen, which is not good. That's our oxygen room, and there's a hull breach in it, which means it's gonna be leaking oxygen, which means that room's gonna be, you know, hazardous for our guys to even exist in, much less fight in. Okay, we're trying to take out his shields. I gotta keep an eye on these guys' health, make sure that they don't die in there. Gotta use our missile. Let's use our missile to attack his drone control. Jeez, get out of there, guys. Okay, now that we hit the drone control, that's offline. Let's depower our engines a little bit and get this medbay working. Oh man, what happened over there? You know what? Abandon it. Get to the medbay. Fire a burst laser in at the shields. Enemy's trying to escape? Yeah, he better run. Let's fire at his engines. I don't want him to escape after all this we've gone through. Now he's gonna surrender. I'm gonna accept the surrender because we're in terrible shape here. Look at our ship, it's full of holes. It's on fire. Alright, you two, you got full health, run in and fight the fire. You got nearly full health, go into the room with no oxygen and fix the hull breach. These guys are not not doing good. Nope. He's gonna like run out of air if he doesn't hurry. The other ship was on fire and it exploded, so that's the end of them. You two, get in there, destroy this drone that has no master anymore, and fix the hull breach and get the oxygen. At least the oxygen system didn't go out. If that had gone out, our guys definitely would have suffocated. Jeez. Get out of there. Quit hanging out in the room with no air. But we need to fix this. Okay. Breach has been fixed. Everybody get in the med bay. Get full health. Jordy back to shields. Ripley back to weapons. Let's equalize the oxygen levels on the ship. Get washed back to the pilot. Okay, so we took a lot of damage there, but that's okay. Oh man, an asteroid field. This is gonna be really bad for us. That's a giant beam. This will very likely be the end of us. That's okay. Okay, let's fire our burst laser in. Wow, that actually... Because of the asteroids hitting him, he's losing some shield power, and that enabled us to do more damage than I thought. Okay, so we're targeting the shields. Oh man, that beam destroyed our med bay. Let's fire. We gotta fire in a missile at his weapon system because we gotta keep that beam offline. Let's target his shields. If a lucky asteroid comes in, yep, lucky asteroid flew in there and took him out. We didn't have to do anything. Okay, we gotta get at it. Well, do we need to get out of here quickly, or can we stop and fix our med bay? We need our med bay online in case we get invaded. We've got enough shields that the asteroids won't be a problem. Because they'd have to get through 2 layers of shields. See, I got 1 damage there. Okay, let's move towards our exit and see if we can get through this sector. Yeah. So, almost to the next level. Ooh, we can repair 20 damage for 40 scrap. I don't know how many that is. Repair 10 damage for 20. Let's do 10. Okay. And there's a store here. I don't think we need to go to it though. Slug, nebulas, or mantis. Let's go to the mantis. The slug is just all nebula, and those can be tough fights. Not that the mantis fights are easier. Store? Let's go to the store. We've got enough of everything. I mean, I'd like to get these other weapons and stuff, but we don't have... If we sell our ion blast, what can we buy? Shield charge booster. Automated reloader. Cooldown is improved between shots. We buy both the shield charger and the reloader? Ooh, that's really good. Better shields and better weapons? Yeah, sign me up. This is another one that's got a weird path. Gotta go up there. Usually the stars are close together. Okay. So this is Mantis ship. Looks pretty formidable. Let's open up these doors. And now you can actually see what I was doing before by starving those guys from oxygen. Our weapons charge up so much faster. That's great. Let's fire in a missile at his weapons and a burst laser at his weapons as well. Okay, that's good. Ripley, fight the aliens. Oh, crap. Okay, let's close up these doors. Both of you go fix our weapon systems. The only thing we have is our missile launcher, so let's use it on his weapons. Okay, our guys fought very well there. And we're able to fix our weapons. Those are going to charge up. Jordy, go fix the engines. And we will use this burst laser on his weapon system. Uh-oh, got fire. You know what? Just go hide over there for a second. Let me open up these doors. And vent out that oxygen so that fire goes out. Burst laser target his weapons again. Man, that's a big laser he's got. Let's fire in an Artemis missile because that's gonna do a lot. Okay, so everything's vented out over there. Fire is gone, and he's gone too. Chase him? Who cares? Let's go up here. Yeah. So, we didn't have to fight that ship, because we were sneaky. Sometimes you win those, sometimes you don't. It's kind of random. Well, it's entirely random, actually. So let's power up our med bay and get our guys healed up from that last fight. And get Ripley back to the weapons. And get Geordi back to the shields. And turn off our med bay, power up our engines, and move on. We don't have enough money for the store, so let's go over here. Sure, let's aid the civilian ship from this fight here. Oh, 2 Mantis. Geordi, go help Ripley. And fire Artemis missile in at their shields. And then fire burst laser in at their shields. Okay, the shields are offline. These guys are fighting. They're losing. That's not good. His weapons aren't very powerful, but his crew is, so let's run away. This is not good. Let's fire in at his weapons with everything that we have, because he's about to destroy our weapon system. So we won't be able to fight back for a little bit. Burst laser's offline. These guys gotta heal up though before they can go fight, because those Mantis are too strong. Alright, they're fighting them hand to hand. Doing okay, I think we're gonna win. We did. And now they're fixing things so we can get this burst laser back up. Hopefully quickly. Come on guys. Okay. Geordi, get back to the shields. And now, burst laser on their shields. Let's keep hitting their shields because those need to be offline if we're going to do any damage with a laser. Yep. Did that get us? I didn't think that would be able to get through. Okay, so our engine's a little bit damaged, but that's okay. We can fix that up after this fight, which we should survive easily. Okay, attempt to contact the civilian ship. Welcome aboard, new crew member. We got a Mantis. Alright. You know what, Mantis? You go fix the engine. And, go power up the med bay. Those guys can recover. Having a Mantis on our crew is good, because, you know, he's good for hand-to-hand combat, which we seem to be struggling with. Plus, having another crew member is good, because now we have somebody to permanently be in our engine room, and that will give us an additional 5% evade bonus all the time. So, as soon as this is fixed, evade is actually 32%, which is kind of a weird number. But, oh, it's because our pilot is so good, right? Wash, his piloting is evasion plus 7 because he's leveled up. Good for him. Let's go ahead and exit and move on to the next sector. Well, let's aid another civilian ship, why not? Oh. So he's got 2 defense drones, which are going to shoot down any missiles that we send his way, which isn't a big deal. He's got a bomb that's going to miss. So we can only use our laser in this fight. So we got to target the shields right away, because as long as those exist... Uh-oh. Well, You know what? I don't think this fight's gonna go anywhere. Let's go ahead and jump out of here. Rebel controlled sector sounds good to me. Okay. The thing about Mantis is that they repair slowly. But he's expendable, so he can move around. Okay. Let's get our burst laser back on, and let's start making our way to the exit. Jump down here. Okay, he's been cloaked. Won't really be a problem for us. It doesn't look like a very powerful ship. Doesn't even have any shields. Let's shoot it as weapons. No, let's shoot it as cloaking device because it's annoying when they disappear. And I didn't think his weapons were very strong, but suddenly we don't have any shields. Okay, if we take out his man, I didn't expect him to be able to do any damage, but we'll take his weapons offline now. He's only got his ion. Well, maybe his laser's working too. Yep. I think we just got another level up for Wash. More evasion chance. Burst laser's offline. Oh, he fixed his cloaking device moments before I was going to shoot him. Come on, I got this extra evasion chance and nobody's evading anything. Okay. 41 scrap from that fight. That was a great haul. Okay, you go fix the sensors. You guys, fix everything else and get yourselves healed up. Alright, Jordy's good. Ripley, a little bit more to heal her up. Sensors back online. Move back to piloting. That's why our shields were down. We only had one level of shields working. Alright. Store. Well, we desperately need fuel, so we're gonna be buying that. Stealth weapons. That's good if we had a cloaking device. We could do some repairs. I'll just fix everything and let's move on. Okay, this fight's gonna be pretty difficult. He's got a big missile launcher and a couple of lasers. And a cloaking device. It's gonna slow everything down for us. Although we do have our ability to charge our weapons faster and charge our shields faster. Well, there went all of our weapons. You guys need to move in there and fix that right now. This could be a terrible fight for us. It's like the biggest missile ever, and that just took out our piloting, so now we can't use our FTL drive. And okay, let's pause it for a second. I gotta get things back. You need to get to the med bay, so let's change this up. And you need to go fix the piloting. And I can't use my weapons because he's cloaked. You got that fire under control there? Get back to the engine room and start dodging. Man, that missile is gigantic. Okay, fix faster. Okay, let's fire in our everything at his weapons. We missed? Uh-oh. There go all of our weapons. You know what? Let's jump away from this guy. That is a disaster. Ripley's almost dead? What happened? Uh-oh. Ripley, get out of there! Get to the medical bay. And we don't have any weapons. Why not? Oh, there's a giant breach in our weapons room. That's why. We just lost Jordy. He was trying to fix the weapons and he couldn't. I think this might be the end of us here. This fight is really falling apart. Get into the weapons room and fix it. Fix the breach. Uh-oh, we're been destroyed. Well, that was a good run while it lasted. That's a pretty good score, I guess. Let's look at our stats. No, not a very good score compared to where we have been. But anyway, that's FTL. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun for me to play, and maybe we'll play it again sometime.